Hello and welcome back to another game, and this time we're running it back. This is Team Hobie against Team Spruce. They just played their first match, and Team Hobie won that.
I'm loving the bans that are coming out so far. Samira is such a strong ADC pick, so that was really good to ban her away. And I did notice that they also banned that Hecarim out.
Yeah,
So I think that game had a little bit of an impact there.
yeah, that did. I'm surprised that the Hecarim went through because I'm not sure if they scouted the other teams or other matches, but I think Hobie was only got to play Hecarim once or twice, and the other matches it was banned. So that could
You
have
know, it
just been
is
a mistake on their
possible.
side.
It is possible that they thought they could have beaten it since they haven't really gotten to see it in action so far. But now that they have, it's definitely going to be permabanned, I think.
Yeah, it's just his movement, his jungle clear. It's just he has everything in one package, right? And that just makes him a strong jungler.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It looks like we have that MF pick again. Strong pick. I like it. But who are they going to pick to counter that? Anything with hard CC will definitely mess up the MF ult.
Okay, so looks like a Riven top. This is I think this is Lord Yaya's most played champion, or is one of his highest played.
And the Ziggs mid. Okay, interesting that they picked the mid laner and the top laner. They didn't want to try and pick their ADC already. Okay.
Well, I guess maybe they want to see if they have a tanky team, right? Maybe they want to get a Vayne or maybe a Kaisa again.
It's risky. They could definitely counter the mid laner, though, now that they picked it.
Yeah, but I think Ziggs is a very safe mid laner. Just farm from very far away, can take turrets very easily also. So that's
Oof.
Sion again. That's
Sion MF
protected
again.
pick.
Sion and MF is such a strong combo. Sion's such a beefy guy, and the ability to just initiate those team fights. Oh gosh, and they're pairing it with the Nami. Oh,
Ooh.
Pantheon maybe flexing it a little bit,
Nope, nope. Looks like a Nami.
and it's that Nami. Nami and MF have such amazing synergy in the bot lane together. It's gonna be brutal to beat that.
I'm surprised they didn't go for the Morgana. Morgana would have been nice, I think, to negate some of that Ziggs damage.
It would have been good for the Ziggs damage, but the amount of CC that Nami has really sets up MF's ult nicely. But that Sejuani pick is definitely the way to go for it.
So we see a
To
Sejuani come out.
counteract that. Okay, so it looks like all four jungle bans here. They really don't want him to jungle, huh?
Yeah, hopefully they don't forget about the Amumu.
Yeah, Mumu, he did get hot fix though,
Yeah, but
so
I
there is
still think
that.
it's still not enough. Like it was
Still a strong pick.
Udyr, yeah. So looking at it, yeah, because looking at his match history, he has been playing some Ramus, some Udyr, but I think he's just gonna take the Amumu here, maybe.
I 100% would because of the great synergy with the team comp that they have for the Wombo combos.
Yeah.
Plus, they don't have a lot of AP yet besides Nami, so I definitely think that would be a strong pick on their side. But they completely banned out the jungle there.
Oh, looks like a Vel'Koz support.
Interesting. I'm not sure the team comp they're going for so far, but I'm digging it.
Yeah, because Ziggs and Vel'Koz are pretty safe, right? And then Riven has to go in.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're going to be initiating with those Sejuani ults over there.
So it looks like Lee Sin for Hobie.
And Xerath for the mid lane. Nice. All around, I think definitely Hobie has a very strong team composition, and it seems really well thought out in terms of team fighting and wombo combo potential.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of strong picks on Spruce's side as well, though.
Yeah, Spruces, they're pretty safe. They got long
They're going to
range
be very pokey in
champions.
the bot lane.
Hmm.
I don't know, just in terms of the draft, who are you leaning towards?
I think it would depend on how well the Lee Sin does early on. Like if he can get get leads for his other lanes, then they just might just take over. But I think Spruce's team, they can stall for a very long time with the wave clear they have, and they're very hard to get on.
I definitely am leaning more towards Hobie's team composition. I think it seems a lot more well-rounded with what's going to be going on. But Jin is a very strong pick. Sejuani has the disruption for MF to stop her.
Hmm.
Ziggs great at taking towers. Riven all around good damage dealer, and Vel'Koz very pokey in the bot lane. I mean, Nami has heals, but if he keeps poking her out, she's not going to be able to keep healing that up.
Yeah, I don't think Riven does good into a Scion. Like Scion is just too tanky. He can just tank all of her combos and he would not even lose any HP.
I'm not sure if they picked the Riven to necessarily win against the Scion as opposed to maybe just trying to get on the backline to get to the MF or to get to the Xerath or the Nami to just delete them,
Hmm.
so to speak. So they might just be like pretty safe in the top lane, I want to say. Bot lane is definitely going to have a lot of poke action going on. As far as the jungle goes, I don't know. I think Lee Sin is really strong right now, but I like the new tank mythic items a lot. And if
Hmm.
Sejuani builds like that Sunfire,
Yeah, I'm just really
could be
surprised by
pretty strong.
neither team picking up a Mumu.
I am a little surprised at that too, especially for on Hobie side, because Mumu and MF, the Curse of the Sad Bullet Time combination there is pretty strong, but they still have a really good wombo combo with the Lee Sin as well. So,
Yeah.
and that new item, I'm drawing a blank. I believe it's Prowler's Claw is the item I'm thinking of. It's amazing on Lee Sin because it puts you behind the enemy champion. So Lee Sin doesn't even need a ward hop anymore to ult an
Oh,
enemy champion. He can just go behind them and do it.
okay, that's nice. I don't know about that. I'll be back in 1 minute. Alright, so we should be starting here in a few seconds.
I am a little bit curious to see what kind of mythics that these teams are going to be going in this game. I'm wondering if Jin is Dark Harvest, perhaps?
He is, yep.
He is. Oh, MF is not, though. Dark Harvest MF was pretty strong.
Yeah, but last game, the MF, I think it was the same player. She went press the attack also and the defensive AD carry item.
Oh, the Immortal Shield Bow.
Yes.
It's
And
a pretty good one.
Nunu, he had, I think the support item, I forgot what it's called, Imperial Mandate?
Imperial Mandate, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little weird. A Nunu jungle having that item. I didn't read it very carefully. Maybe it's something new that I don't know about.
I mean, it does work with his slows and his CC. I wouldn't have recommended it for him, but you know, if it works, it works. If not, you could always try something different. Do we think the Jin's gonna go Eclipse this one?
I still think so. I think Eclipse is still the best AD. I guess mythic item if you want to go like a lethality build on AD carries. Yeah, that into the collector.
If MF builds the Immortal Shield Bow again and Nami goes the Moonstone Renewer, they're gonna be sitting pretty safe there. The Moonstone Renewer just healing constantly every time Nami uses her abilities, and then the shield that MF will get along with the lifesteal. It'll be a little difficult to just pop them instantly.
So Hobie's team, from what I've seen, they invade every single game. So I don't think this game is going to be any different. And Lord Yaya seems to be ready this time. So red team, they place a ward down and they head to their bot side.
They invaded through mid, nice.
So they do see him, I think, with the ward there. They're gonna find nothing, and
Hopefully they at least drop a ward here so then they could see if when Sejuani is going to do her blue buff, if she does it at all, and then maybe they could counter jungle. But if they go down here, they might run into them, and that could be a pretty big team fight that breaks out. But it looks like they're just waiting.
So they could find picks here, I think.
They're going through that ward again. They know exactly where they are.
So Lee could throw a kick out, maybe to start off. Starts his W.
I almost wish the Vel'Koz went that knock-up move instead. Just to have a little bit more damage thrown onto the Lee Sin there.
So it looks like both junglers are going to have a late start.
It doesn't look like Lee Sin is starting his red buff, though. It looks like he's going blue.
Yeah, he backed off. That could be a blue into maybe the enemy jungler's red.
He did smite it, so if he does invade,
Yep.
he's going to have to be careful there. Seems fairly safe so far in the bot lane. They're probably waiting to hit level 2, so Nami has her bubble to engage. Oof, that was a lot of poke on the Ziggs there.
Yeah. So it's like both junglers are just going for their full clears.
I think that was probably a smart decision after the invade. They probably thought it was a little too risky to even try it. And Lee Sin started blue side anyway, so he had to smite it for the health. So it would have been too risky to try and steal it without smiting.
The Lee could look to gank bot lane here at this red. Because bot lane is pushed up.
Looks like the Ziggs is pushed up as well, though. Ziggs
So
does
they
have
are
a
gonna
nice
spot him, I
escape, though.
think. They do spot him.
Yep, they do have the ward up.
Sejuani is backing. She didn't go for the scuttle. Even with the information that Lee was right there. I think that...
And she didn't do Krugs either. Perhaps she was low? I'd have to watch her back.
Yeah, she was around 20% HP.
Oh, good stun, good stun. And Lee Sin couldn't get in on that, so Ziggs did get away.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Sejuani's HP was around 20% when I was looking at her HP bar from here. And her smite was not up, so maybe it was risky, I guess.
Are they gonna fight over the scuttle here, though?
No, but Zig's back, right, so... on left.
Oh, it looks like Riven's rotating down though, and Scion's still staying top lane.
And TP
They
comes
could
down.
definitely collapse on the Lee Sin here.
So Lee does smite it.
He does smite it to get the scuttle, but he did blow his flash. So that is down. Well, Sejuani might be in trouble here. Lee Sin goes on the Sejuani. Ooh, and first blood goes to the Xerath. Well played, well played. I do think, knowing that Zig's back, they went a little too aggro there.
Yeah.
Like the second he was running away, they would have backed off.
Yeah, he could have TP'd a little earlier if they were still that committed. Oh, this might be a kill from the Riven.
Mm.
Good dog.
Oh, Lee Sin missed his Q. Oh, Riven's not taking no for an answer. She's going back in.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I cannot believe she actually got this. Is she going to get a double kill here?
Could dive it. Dive this right here. Sign has no mana. But the Sign would kill her, I think.
Especially with this passive, but I mean, hey, a kill's a kill.
Yeah.
If she gets another kill, I think it could be worth.
I think it would because you would deny a wave also.
She did hit level 6 too.
And would that be enough? Just ulti? No. No, he did level right there. I think it was close, or maybe she should have gone for it.
I think that was a really risky play from the Riven, but it paid off. Lee Sin just missing that Q. I think he wasn't able to get that damage output on her.
Yeah.
And she capitalized on it. And it does look like Sejuani's going to get the Ocean Drake. Pretty strong dragon on that team.
So next one seems to be, I think that's the mountain symbol, so where I'd rather get the Infernal Soul or Cloud Soul this game.
The way the teams are,
jungling, but there's nothing.
I think either soul could be really good for Lord Yaya's team.
Yeah, the Infernal Soul will be very nice.
Infernal Soul for their massive poke, it looks like, from the Vel'Koz, the Ziggs, even the Jhin. But they have some pretty strong ultimates. If they're able to ult more frequently from the Sejuani, Ziggs, it could be pretty deadly. Overall, so far. Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, I think for mythic items, I think Riven might be going to Gorge Drinker. I'm not sure if this is a component, but Gorge Drinker is a very strong item, I think, for Riven. But I'm not sure if this is one of the components for it.
The Vampiric Scepter?
Yeah.
I mean, if not, at least it's keeping her healthy in lane. And she already has a kill, so she's already one up on the Scion there.
Looks like we got a gank on mid lane here.
Oh, Sejuani came in from the flank. Oh, but the Ziggs ult did miss. A lot of damage mitigated there from the ult missing. So he does make it out okay.
Yeah. Yeah, their bot lane has been very aggressive. They've been keeping Team Hobie's bot lane. They're just pushed in the entire game right now.
I am a little surprised. Nami has some pretty strong poke as well. If you dodge the Q from the Vel'Koz, you could easily try and go in with a bubble and really make something happen here. It does look like they both are level 6 as well. And Lee Sin's coming down for a gank. They could look for something to happen here.
So there is a Jhin trap. Oh, no, they just popped me up. They don't know about the Lee Sin.
And they just cleared all the vision too.
He's just spamming his master.
It's cocky.
So Sejuani comes on to clear that pink ward.
Alright, but now they know the Sejuani's down here though, so they're gonna back off and play safe.
Yeah, CS mid lane is pretty big. I think 30 CS on top of on the Zegs. I think everywhere else.
Great stun on the Sejuani there. You know what? All around though, pretty even so far. Not too much of a gold lead on Hobie's team. There is 1-1. But the advantage, I would say,
1.5 or 1.4. Just off the
they
CS
do have the
alone.
dragon though on Lord Yaya's team.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Jin is going to be building the Eclipse. He's got the serrated jerk.
Clearing the vision, good. Vision does win games.
So it looks like Lee Sin is building the gold striker.
Looks like he's just stealing all of Sejuani's camps there. Maybe he'll look to make a play on the bot lane. If Nami lands a bubble, she could chain it with her ult to the MF ult, and Lee Sin can come in from behind. Oh, he's already coming up. He did flash. Nami's ult lands, perfect.
Oh, that was nice.
And see, that is why the Nami MF combo is so strong. It just sets up so much crowd control for MF to just land her complete ultimate on them.
Yeah. And it was a double bubble.
And it was a double knockup from Nami's ult. Really well played. That Lee Sin coming in from behind though, he just went for it, flashed and kicked in the Vel'Koz.
Yeah, I think the flash from Lee Sin was afterwards, like after he kicked.
Yeah, it looks like he flashed, or he ulted and then flashed after him really fast.
Yeah. So, but I do think Team Hobie gets the dragon here. Sion is coming down.
Ooh, is that a kill on the Ziggs? It is. Can Sejuani make something happen to try and steal this dragon?
Ooh.
Ooh, and the Jin did steal it.
Sion ulties.
That's rough. It looks like Lee Sin had his smite too.
That's pretty good for a 5v3, I think.
I think so too. In the end, you know, despite not being able to get the dragon, they still got some kills.
Yeah.
Created pressure elsewhere.
It looks like it is going to be Infernal Drake, so this could be nice for Team Spruce if they can get the other two dragons and get the soul.
Here's the thing though, if Team Hobie ends up getting all the rest of the dragons, they'll have all Infernal dragons instead of just the mountain and the ocean. So, that's a lot of damage they can get if they can get some.
How much increase is that? Is that 5% per dragon or is it 6%?
I would have to look it up. I'm not sure at the top of my head here. We'll be able to tell as soon as the one of the teams gets the Infernal.
Because there are TPs to the pink ward to save it. Sion could stop that back here, but does he not choose to, or was that out of vision?
I think it might have been out of vision. If not, I am questioning why he didn't stop her. I mean, he easily could have just thrown out his E, I believe, to just a little quick damage.
I think it's fine, right? Maybe he could force the TP out and get a plate also, right? That's also a good reason not to stop it. He did get 2 plates.
He did manage to get 2 plates.
Yeah.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Nami clearing vision, good.
CS mid lane is pretty big. I think it's like 50 CS. It's like 1800 gold. But he does have 2 kills also.
Does have 2 kills and he is up in the CS, so Darroth's looking a little beefy right now. Oh, the Glacial Prison comes out from the Sejuani. Nami's ulting to save everybody.
Yeah, Riven is just CC.
Oh, Riven, yeah. She was just too hard CC.
MF uses ult to clear the wave.
I am not a fan of using an MF ult to clear a wave. I understand why sometimes it's necessary, but it's such a strong team fight ult, and it's not exactly a low cooldown. You know, we're still looking at like 100-second ults in the beginning. Also, I probably would have saved that just in case a team fight gets out. Nami lands a bubble. Oh, Belka's landing great damage. And it looks like... Oh, stopwatch. I don't know if she's going to be able to get out of that, though.
Yeah, maybe she should have saved that stopwatch for later, but...
It did seem like she was already kind of dead.
Oh, she
Oh. Barely got out of there alive. Sejuani's pretty lucky on that one.
This HP, yeah, she should just get back. That's an automatic kill on the turret, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty risky for her to stay. But she does have a lot of mobility. Maybe she thinks she'll be able to get out safely.
Yeah.
Lee Sin did miss the Q.
The sign has no mana also.
Mid tower's almost gone. It does look like the Rift Herald is going to get another chunk out of that turret in the top lane, though. Jhin opening up with his ult. Does manage to hit, but not quite enough damage to kill the Nami there. They were
Yeah.
full health.
I think Jhin just wants to take the turret before he backs.
At this point, they kind of need to. They are down pretty decent chunk of gold there, and in kills as well. So they need something to kind of get back in this game.
The mid turret is still pretty healthy. I think Ziggs can execute it at 20%. We do have our third dragon coming up here in a few seconds.
Looks like Xerath went the Ludens for the mythic item. Pretty strong on Xerath, given his long range and his poke abilities.
Yeah. I think Lord Yaya should just come by now or TP early on. Like if they get this, then they need one more dragon to get the soul. Sion's already down here.
Yeah, I don't think Team Hobie is going to just let them take this, though. I definitely think this is going to be an all-out brawl. It does seem like Nami and MF do have their ults up if a big team fight does happen. Sejuani is really in the back line there, though. She's not really in a good position.
They just ignore her. So Lord Yaya does come in. So Sion's down on ulti, Nami's down on her ulti.
Looks like they're just trying to poke him out at this point with the Xerath. Kind of zone him off the dragon here. Sejuani still does have her Glacial Prison, though. She does use it on the Xerath. She's going in, but it looks like she's by herself. MF ults, but it seems to hit nobody. Great job stalling out this dragon, though.
Jhin ulti comes out and dragon resets.
Curtain Call comes out. Doesn't manage to kill anybody, but they did kill the Scion. Good. Sejuani does fall too. This dragon is still up, though. Oh boy. We got a flash from the MF there to try and kill the Jhin, but he does manage to get away, and they did secure the dragon, though.
Yeah.
Crazy team fight, though. I definitely don't think Sejuani had the best positioning in the team fight. When she did throw her Glacial Prison onto the Xerath, she didn't really have anybody backing her up to try and get the kill. So she was by herself, and as a tank, she's not really going to do that amount of damage.
Yeah, there was no follow-up on that Sejuani ulti. It looks like the percent increase is 4% from the Inferno Dragon. So if Hobie's team can get all four, that'll be a 20% increase to AD and AP. Or not 16,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay. That would be pretty monstrous on their part. They already do a lot of damage and they are already ahead. So the more infernals they'll get, the stronger they'll become.
Sejuani still doesn't have her mythic item yet. But it looks like she is very close. Sejuani is kind of deep. I think she's gonna get spotted by the misfortune.
She should make it out okay. I don't think MF has enough power to kill her yet. Oh, but the Scion is collapsing. Great ult on the Scion, but Sejuani dodges it with her Q. And I don't think they're gonna overcommit there. In terms of scaling, how do we think these two teams are going to fare? I definitely think Jin gets stronger as the game goes on. He'll just get a lot more attack damage.
Yeah, they only have like one real tank, right? The Scion, and everyone else is pretty squishy.
They might just have to play this game for the long haul and see if they could ramp up their damage output.
Yeah.
Lee Sin did ult. Riven flashed. Looks like she's struggling to find which target she wants to go on, the Nami or the Lee Sin, and she ends up just backing out of there. Ooh, Jin opens up with the curtain call, trying to slow him a little bit. Doesn't seem to hit. Not gonna lie, this Lee Sin, Hobie is everywhere. He seems like he is constantly everywhere on the map at the same time. So great rotations on his part. Ooh, Jin does get that Dark Harvest proc. Nice. The more he gets of those, then he'll definitely ramp up a bit. Zeroth is low, so he does have to back here.
Maybe I think they should just A-ram because they got the Ziggs. Like his W can just kill that turret if it gets to 20%. So
Scion is pushing the bot tower though, and he does get it. So yeah, at this point, they shouldn't even try and rotate bot too much, unless Scion keeps pushing. But with the MF in the mid lane, she has her ult anyway. They wouldn't really be able to get the tower.
So we do have next dragon coming up in about 30 seconds.
I mean, they're gonna have to fight for it. They can't just keep giving up all these dragons. I know they're down kills, but
Yeah.
they're gonna have to try and make something happen here. Riven does have teleport though.
Yeah, but she's already there, I think. Yep.
She's already there,
Misfortune is top side, but I still think they have time. She's heading down now. It should be coming up in about like 15-20 seconds, I think.
MF is pretty fast. She does have her tier 2 boots as well though, and with her W passive she should get there fairly quickly. Well, they are all engaging on the Scion, not the target I would have chosen.
Yeah, I think that was the wrong target to use all your damage on.
Yeah, they did use the Ziggs ult, the Sejuani ult, and the Vel'Koz ult for that Scion, and he is still standing. He is one tanky boy there.
Yeah.
And
I think
Quintessence
now
does manage
Dragon
to
is
pick
gonna
up
go
the
with
double
Team
kill.
Hobie.
Yeah, this is just a free dragon at this point. The double kill from Quintessence, and they blew everything on the Scion there.
Yeah, I think that was not the play there. They just blew too much stuff on him, and
It's one thing if you knock him up with the Vel'Koz move there, but to just blow everything on the tank wouldn't have been my first choice there.
yeah, they don't have any percent damage. Also, I think Vel'Koz can do some damage with his passive with true damage, but otherwise, they don't have any percent damage to kill that Scion any faster.
Speaking of Vel'Koz here, I think Leandries would have been a really good mythic on him. He doesn't have his mythic yet, but I'm hoping that he'll go that. When he ults, he should be able to do a ton of damage with it.
Aren't those the components for Ludens, or you can do Leanders also with that?
See, I am not entirely sure. If it is Ludens, though, I gotta say I would be a little disappointed, especially since Vel'Koz does do true damage. Oh, are they gonna? There is vision on it, so they do know that they are starting the Baron.
Yeah, but they are down their 80 carry. So Sejuani could look to steal it.
They're gonna have to try and get some damage on the back line there. Okay, good Vel'Koz ult. Still not enough to kill that Scion, wow. They did keep him off of the Baron though, that was a good call.
Zereth does get the pick.
Knight. You hate to see it, but you also love to see it. Well played on Zera's part.
Yeah, and that was a rank 1 ulti from the Vel'Koz. If he was level 11, maybe that could have resulted in some kills.
Level 11, or even if he had that Leandries, I think the burn damage alone would have been enough to kill the Scion.
Yeah, and the Lee was pretty low also there.
So here's the thing though, scores 12-4. They both have 2 dragons, and blue side is up gold. So what are we thinking win condition here for Lord Yaya's team, the red side?
It's really hard to say, I think. Maybe just get
Oh.
picks, like poke 'em
Sejuani's
out.
going for it. Ooh, Sejuani does manage to get out there. That was pretty risky though. She did want that Nami there.
Yeah, maybe try to get that Zereth bounty. That is 1,000 gold right there.
And notice too though, look at the amount of wards that they have placed in the enemy jungle. So they pretty much know where this Sejuani is at all times.
Yeah, take a look at the revision also. Let's see. Yeah, this is what Team Blue sees. They do engage. This could be a kill on the Scion here, I think.
Yeah, they do manage to finally take down the Titan. Raid boss down. Oh, but meanwhile in the top lane, MF is just splitting. She's getting towers. That's because they know where everybody is, pretty much.
CS.
Ooh, great pick on the Vel'Koz. Lee Sin's gonna have to ult away just to get out of there.
Yeah, that Zereth is hurting.
Oh, she does Glacial Prison the MF, but it's not enough. No follow-up on it. MF lands a good ult. And I did say I would hate to see it, but that Vel'Koz did go Ludens instead of Leandries. I think that percent from the Leandries would have been a lot more beneficial, especially since Ziggs already has Ludens. But
yeah, but it could still be fine, I think. Alright, if it doesn't go on the Scion.
Yeah, it's still strong poke.
Yeah, because the other 4 members are pretty squishy.
Oh, Jin's curtain call coming out, and
he gets 1. He does fast flash.
Oh. Looks like they're all trying to set up for the dragon, probably coming up soon here. Get some vision. Oh, and what do you know? They actually already melted it. Wow, 3 Infernal Drakes.
No, that's 12%.
They are going to be hurting.
Yeah, but Zereth almost has double the gold over the other mid laner.
Does seem like it is going to be a little difficult to come back. It does look like they are splitting lanes here. And the problem is red side does have to answer to it as best they can. But they can't be in two places at once. Because they kind of need everybody just to get a couple of kills in these team fights. Teleport from the Zera.
Looks like Team Red is.
Oh,
They're
interesting.
gonna catch the Gen out here.
Ooh,
Flash.
ooh, some happy feet over there. Nami did use her ult and bubbled. Sejuani's trying to catch out Quintessence there.
Does TPN.
Oh, if they can get that.
Ooh.
And the MF still managed to get out alive.
Ooh,
She
the
does have
Quintessence
shutdown
won.
go. Ooh! Down goes the Xerath. So Sejuani did probably get a massive shutdown goal from that Xerath.
Yeah, 1000 gold. And they also get the misfortune also.
Nice, so at least they are getting this
Pretty
shutdown goal
tanky.
though. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to see like a Last Whisper or something.
And he has Warmogs also, so he can just get all that HP back.
Oof. I think Ziggs might be able to take this tower here.
I think
If they
needs
just
definitely
damage it a
more
little
hits.
bit more.
Yeah, there is.
There it is. Is he
gonna
gonna be
go
able to
for
get
it?
out alive though? Is the question. Nope, and the kill does go over to Sion.
Yeah, I think that could be a Baron.
Lee Sin is pretty low though. I think he might want to recall here before he goes to the Baron. Oh, actually, never mind. He just got massive health back.
Yeah, he was a lot from his W, but looks like that's not the play, because they're at his bot lane. He does not have TP.
Wow, already a completed death cap on this Aerith right now.
They're doing this without their Zereth, and he doesn't have TP.
He's pretty confident. He does look like he is trying to rotate up
Yeah,
though,
looks like
but
they're
he
coming
won't be
off.
there for a while. They did back off. They probably thought it was best to wait for the Xerath.
Zereth is almost here, he should be in ult range.
Oh, Nami ult into the MF ult into the Xerath ult to clean up house. Yikes, that is going to be hard to come back from. Jin's curtain call is not going to really do any damage there, and he had to call it off just because MF was coming after him. Honestly, with their death timers, they might just look to end here.
Yeah.
It looks like it's only Jin, and I gotta say, I don't think he's going to be able to handle this by himself. Wow, 21-7 and 3 Infernal Drakes. GG, well played to Team Hobie.
Alright, thank you, Angelic. That was a good game. And we are signing off.